I'm trying to just receive this night. I want to thank God for protecting me. Thank you, God.
Nah, she came like she was ready. Like I thought something was gonna happen. And I'm like, yo, whoa. She's throwing me off now.
Beyonce and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them.
You are still Beyonce. You know, she brought all of the over. With that energy, jumping off, and I'm like, what the
So there's this crazy theory floating around that Hollywood celebs are using their power in all the wrong ways to climb up the fame ladder. And guess who's in the spotlight now? Beyonce. Apparently 50 Cent's been dropping some hints that he's hip to all the shady stuff Beyonce might have pulled to reach the top. Seems like he's speaking out against what he sees as some evil tactics she might have used. Crazy, right? First, let's talk about the power couple's marriage, which seems to be Sue's to Fitty. Beyonce, Knowles Carter, and Jay-Z have undeniably become music industry powerhouses. From teenage sweethearts to music moguls with thriving careers, clothing lines, and occasional controversies, their journey has been a roller coaster. They've faced betrayals, revelations, miscarriages, and persistent rumors, but they've weathered it all. In a candid interview, Jay-Z opened up about his deep connection with Beyoncé, calling her his soulmate and acknowledging the complexities of love. Despite their seemingly rock-solid bond, not everyone in the spotlight is comfortable with their relationship. One notable figure expressing discomfort is 50 Cent. The dynamics of Beyoncé and Jay-Z's relationship continue to captivate and intrigue their followers, keeping them a constant topic of discussion in the entertainment world.
She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped out, she was like, duh, duh, duh. And I'm like, wait, what is she doing?
50 Cent's take on Beyoncé and Jay-Z's relationship revolves around the age gap when Destiny's Child first came together. He points out that Beyoncé was still a teenager while Jay-Z was already in his 30s. However, a recently surfaced clip shows a younger Beyoncé gushing over Jay-Z at an awards event, fueling speculation about the rapper's possible influence on her career during the early 2000s. This adds another layer to the ongoing discussions about their dynamic and how it may have evolved over the years.
But I love me some Jay-Z.
Beyoncé and Jay-Z are undeniably music industry legends, and their love story is like something straight out of a fairy tale. But beyond the glitz and glamour, there are hints that their marriage might not be as picture perfect as they portray it. One big red flag, their extreme commitment to secrecy. Fans have been trying to put together the pieces of their relationship timeline for ages, but the couple remains tight-lipped, sharing only minimal details about their journey. The story of Beyoncé and Jay-Z often relies on fans piecing together fragments from interviews, as the couple keeps their personal lives under wrap. While it's clear they met in the music biz, Beyoncé has revealed that she approached their connection cautiously. She's mentioned they were friends for a solid year and a half before things turned romantic. This deliberate pace adds an extra layer of intrigue to their tale, leaving fans to wonder what exactly went down during that initial friendship phase.
But I can say to make sure you have your own life before you're someone else's.
When Beyoncé and Jay-Z's relationship started getting serious, they opted to keep things on the down low. Their first collaboration was on Jay-Z's 2002 track Bonnie and Clyde, sparking rumors about their connection. Despite public curiosity, they insisted they were just pals. Beyoncé stressed the importance of their friendship in an interview with Oprah Winfrey, saying, "We were friends first. Before we went on any dates, we were on the phone for a year and a half. That foundation is so important in a relationship. Just to have someone that you just like is so important, and someone that is honest." But as they kept popping up together at public events, it became pretty obvious they were more than just friends. Still, both of them kept denying any romantic involvement, leaving fans scratching their heads. Finally, in 2003, Beyoncé addressed the situation, shedding some light on why they chose to keep their romance under wraps.
I don't actually talk about who I'm dating, who I'm not, because I think it's important that I concentrate on the music. And when you start talking about those things, then that becomes bigger than the art.
Beyoncé's concerns about privacy raised many speculations. Maybe she was hiding all this because she did not want her fame and recognition to be affected. Jay-Z and Beyoncé have been together for like forever, right? And yeah, they've had their fair share of drama, especially with all those rumors about Jay-Z cheating. It's kind of crazy how they managed to keep so much of their lives private, but then spill the tea in their music, you know? But we guess they're just smart about it. They know people are dying to know every little detail about their relationship, so they give just enough to keep us hooked. It's like a game they're playing with the media, and honestly, they're winning at it.
We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
But do you think is it only Jay's fault? Beyoncé herself has been rumored to be involved with many men. Queen Bey's personal life remains a well-guarded secret, leaving fans in the dark about her romantic history. Despite limited media coverage on her love life, the public is consistently curious about the details behind closed doors. While documentaries have showcased Beyoncé's deep affection for her current partner, Jay-Z, the question of her previous romantic interest remains unanswered. The enigma surrounding her past relationships adds to the intrigue, fueling speculation and fascination among fans eager to uncover the details of her romantic journey before she and Jay-Z became a power couple. Starting from her high school sweetheart, Bey dated him for almost a decade before they split when she began touring the world with Destiny's Child. From the age of 12, however, Lyndall knew that a young Beyoncé was a control freak who was determined to become famous. During their relationship, they just did kid stuff and hung out. But at the age of 15, Lyndall cheated on the pop star by losing his virginity with another girl. Although they split for a while, they reconciled, but Lyndall fell down the same hole and was unfaithful again. In 2000, Bey started hanging out with Jay-Z and put an end to an era of puppy love.
Steps of love. From the first moment you meet a guy and you're attracted to him, to the first time you realize you really like him, to the first time you realize you might be falling.
Well, she was also rumored to be romantically involved with Kobe too. In 2020, when Beyoncé showed up at Kobe and Gianna Bryant's memorial, some might have thought she was just flexing her celeb status. But nah, it wasn't about stealing the spotlight at Staples Center or for the folks watching online. It was all about Bey showing love for her buddy Kobe and being there for Vanessa, his widow.
Baby, kiss me.
So, you might think Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and the Bryants just run in the same fancy circles in Hollywood, right? But their bond goes deeper than that. Back when Beyoncé was on her way up with Destiny's Child, Kobe Bryant was making waves as a Lakers rising star. Believe it or not, in those early days, Kobe even dabbled in rapping and jumped on a remix of Destiny's Child's Say My Name. In '99, Bryant even showed up in the music vid for Bugaboo. And get this, Destiny's Child returned the favor by featuring on Kobe's album Visions in 2000. But Sony never dropped the project. It's like this hidden gem in their collab history. Fast forward to 2019, there's this cool vid of Kobe playing one-on-one with Matthew Knowles, Beyoncé's dad and the former manager of Destiny's Child. They were shooting a music vid, and you could see the girl group in the background. After the vid blew up, Kobe spilled the beans about his friendship with the singers, saying he's known Beyoncé and Kelly Rowland for ages and got invited to join the shoot. Bryant added that their careers were parallel tracking, and they were kind of ascending at the same time. As folks keep reflecting on Kobe Bryant, one thing that really shines through is his deep love for being a dad. In tons of interviews, he'd talk about his daughters, sharing funny stories about their chats and the usual dad struggles. But aside from being a dedicated dad, Kobe's also famous for his insane work ethic and that whole Mamba mentality thing. Remember that chat he had with Jimmy Kimmel in 2018? He told this awesome story about taking his daughters to meet Beyoncé backstage after one of her gigs. So they meet Beyoncé and Kobe's all like, "Wow, your performance was amazing." And guess what Queen Bey says back? She tells him she learned from him. How cool is that? It was this awesome moment where two big shots from different worlds appreciated each other's talent. Kobe totally earned some bragging rights there.
I got major cool points for like a good 2 months off of that. But Beyonce's the best one, though.
Oh, Beyonce is the best one. Yeah.
Beyonce was hands down.
Oh, really?
While Beyoncé and Kobe Bryant experienced their formative years in the limelight simultaneously, as married adults, they seamlessly integrated their spouses and families into their public lives. Both couples attended weddings, charity events, and various social functions together, displaying mutual respect for each other's personal and professional endeavors. Recently, Jay-Z addressed the challenging loss of their friend Bryant during a panel at Columbia University, expressing the profound impact it had on him and Beyoncé. A poignant moment at Bryant's memorial service captured Beyoncé providing comfort to a grieving Vanessa Bryant by placing a consoling hand on her shoulder. However, people found it very fishy, why Beyoncé would involve so much with Bryant's family. Jay-Z also shared his last moments with Bryant. During his first Sean Jay-Z Carter lecture series at Columbia University in New York City, the rapper revealed that he last spoke with Bryant at his New Year's party. Bryant attended the soiree, which was hosted by Jay-Z and his wife, Beyoncé, just a few weeks before he died in a helicopter crash alongside his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna, and 7 others. He He was last in my house on New Year's, and he was just in the greatest space that I've seen him in, Jay-Z recalled to the crowd. One of the last things he said to me was, "You gotta see Gianna play basketball." And that was one of the most hurtful things because he was so proud. The look on his face was like, I looked at him and said, "Oh, she's gonna be the best female basketball player in the world," he continued. He was just so proud of what he said. Jay-Z has openly shared that the passing of Kobe Bryant has been immensely tough for both him and Beyoncé. "That's really a tough one, and my wife and I are taking that really tough. That's all I'll say on that," he shared. Just a great human being that was in a great space in his life. But many people have also suggested it as a statement in just air with just words but no pure intentions in it, more like a forced statement. Well, this at least makes people think that for fame only she can go to any lengths, and with any lengths you can also mean ruining female artists' career. So, you know how Lauryn Hill sort of disappeared from the limelight for a while? People had all kinds of theories about why, like maybe she was struggling with addiction or mental health stuff. But get this, Lauryn herself recently dropped a bombshell. She's saying her career slump was actually cooked up by her bestie and partner in crime, Beyoncé.
Young people know that it is not a burden to love him and to represent him.
Lauryn Hill's ascent to fame was like a rocket, hitting milestones that even today's rap artists struggle to match, even after all these years since she burst onto the scene. But here's where it gets puzzling. She dropped one mega album, and then it's like she vanished into thin air, despite having the talent to keep soaring.
Until I realized that until you conquer the enemy in yourself, you can't deal with anyone.
15 years back, Lauryn Hill, a shining star at just 23, hit her peak, unveiling what would go down as her defining musical masterpiece. Before that, she'd already made a name for herself as part of the Fugees crew, rocking it alongside Wyclef Jean and Pra. Then came her solo project, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and boom, it blew up big time, going multi-platinum and snagging her 5 Grammy Awards.
You know what? This is so amazing. I thank you, God. Thank you, Father, so much. This is crazy because this is hip-hop music.
Lauryn Hill's achievements etched her name in history book, being the first female artist to score multiple Grammy nominations and wins in one night. And that's not all. Her album also made waves by becoming the first hip-hop themed work to nab the prestigious Album of the Year Grammy.
You know, just have to stay firm.
Isn't it wild how the same year Lauryn dropped her solo masterpiece, another powerhouse burst onto the scene? Beyoncé, just 16 at the time, made her debut with Destiny's Child and their first album. And get this, there's a sneaky connection between these two legends. Destiny's Child teamed up with Wyclef on their hit No No No, which skyrocketed up the R&B charts, marking the start of their journey to fame. It's like Destiny was weaving their paths together from the get-go.
Breaking the record for the most Grammy wins of all time. Be upstanding and show your respect. It's Renaissance, Beyoncé.
Reflecting on the past, a tale of intertwined destinies unfolds. As one star's trajectory faltered, another's soared. Lauryn Hill, the central figure in this narrative, reportedly declined a lead role in the Hollywood production Charlie's Angels, aligning with a particular brand of feminism. In an interview, Hill remarked, "Men like it when you sing to them, but step out and try and control things. And there are doubts. This is a very sexist industry. They'll never throw the genius title to a sister." Interestingly, Hill's initial taste of success came through acting. In 1991, she made her debut alongside Jean in a hip-hop adaptation of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night titled Clubs She's In. Recognizing her potential, a talent agent discovered Hill and secured her a role on the soap opera As the World Turns. Subsequently, she graced the screen in Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, a performance highly praised by film critic Roger Ebert, though he lamented that her remarkable talent was underutilized. Hill's acting journey also led her to Steven Soderbergh's King of the Hill.
I've just been thinking about things. My mother thinks singing is dead end.
Gradually, the burdens of celebrity life began to weigh heavily on Lauryn Hill. Her days became a whirlwind of tours, film projects, and music production, with even simple activities like shopping tainted by the constant presence of paparazzi. In response, she parted ways with her managers, withdrew from public view, and embraced a new routine of Bible study sessions, attending classes led by a figure known as Brother Anthony 5 days a week. Reflecting on this period, Pross would later tell Rolling Stone in 2003, "I had a tape shape of his teachings. That S is ill, F me up. I can't really explain it. It was some weird S man. It was some real cult S. In contrast, the other luminary, Beyoncé, and her group mates contributed the empowering anthem Independent Women Part 1 to the film's soundtrack. As events unfolded, one star seemed to fade from the media spotlight while the other dazzled across various publications, gracing the covers of Sports Illustrated, Vogue, GQ, and even the feminist magazine Miss One Luminary was a master of words, seamlessly blending rap and melody to dive deep into topics like politics, love, and religion, all while taking on the corporate media machine. Meanwhile, the other luminary was all about that glamorous life, shining a spotlight on nightlife, flaunting wealth, and embracing independence as she danced through heartbreaks and flings. Two different vibes, but both making waves in their own way.
People are so brainwashed. You get up in the morning, you click on the computer, you see all these pictures, and it's all you think of is the picture and the image that you see.
Subsequently, it was revealed that the song featured in Charlie's Angels had been passed on to Beyoncé after she turned down the film role. However, Beyoncé's standing in the music industry has not been without controversies. She has been linked to a willingness to compromise artistic integrity for opportunities and recognition. Historically, Beyoncé has been noted for readily accepting offers purely for the allure of monetary gain and celebrity status, a pattern that seems to have persisted in her decision to take on this particular song. At the time, Lauren could not have anticipated that this seemingly small act would have such far-reaching consequences for the trajectory of her own career. In an interview, she expressed, "People need to understand that the Lauryn Hill they were exposed to in the beginning was all that was allowed in that arena at the time. I had to step away for the sake of the machine. I was being way too compromised. I felt uncomfortable having to smile in someone's face when I really didn't like them or know them well enough to like." Moreover, while Beyoncé was seemingly focused on commercial success, Lauren was immersing herself in a spiritual journey. The Miseducation stands as an immaculately crafted masterpiece, brought to life through the collaborative efforts of a diverse ensemble of musicians. Its lyrics remain unrivaled expressions of both heartache and rebirth, symbolizing liberation from the constraints of society and a steadfast reliance on a higher power.
And then my humility, and in those places that most people wouldn't expect a lesson to come from. That's where I learned so much.
In addition, the complete album Odyssey, presented by Beyoncé in Lemonade in 2016, shares a comparable coherence with the unified vision of Miseducation. Beyoncé, who included a cover of X Factor during her 2014 On the Run tour, has acknowledged the influence of Miseducation on her own artistic expression. Speculations resurfaced as Beyoncé was known for engaging in endeavors that were profitable to her. Fans once more criticized Beyoncé for what they perceived as appropriating a legendary song for her own fame. The sentiment grew that Beyoncé chose to sing Lauren's song in order to enhance her success and glamour. One of the internet users wrote, "The people who aren't getting it aren't close enough to God to understand the depth spiritual matters. Being lukewarm has been popularized, but the real ones know the real ones." Another one said, "Why are y'all expecting holiness from Beyoncé in the first place? You don't reach that level of fame without giving your allegiance to the other side. The industry is evil, and you only become a big as they allow you to, and they only allow it if they know you are all in with them. There is dark, dark magic involved with the music of the biggest artists. Getting upset over this one song is like reaching into a barrel of rotten apples and picking one to throw away." In recent years, the singer made a noteworthy return to the stage, earning acclaim for her performances at festivals across the USA and various venues in Europe. However, just as her career appeared to be gaining momentum, a significant setback has emerged. Reports suggest that she might be facing potential jail time due to unpaid taxes for the years 2005, 2006, and 2007. The accumulated unpaid taxes have now reached a staggering sum of $1.5 million. In response to these claims, Lauryn Hill has penned a chilling open letter.
Hill got sentenced to 3 months of imprisonment to be followed by 1 year of probation, and during that 1 year of probation, she'll have 3 months of house arrest.
Offering insights into what she alleges to be a perilous landscape within the music industry. Over the past several years, she has deliberately chosen to stay within what could be described as an underground domain. This decision stems from her desire to foster a community of like-minded individuals, those who value autonomy and the freedom to pursue their aspirations, shielded from the influence of a media-backed military-industrial complex with a distinctly different agenda. She articulated, "Having put the lives and needs of other people before my own for multiple years, and having made hundreds of millions of dollars for certain institutions under complex and sometimes severe circumstances, I began began to require growth and more equitable treatment, but was met with resistance. There is substantial evidence suggesting that she prioritized the needs of others, such as Beyoncé, and in return, her own career suffered. Beyoncé faced accusations of allegedly orchestrating the downfall of Carrie Hilson's career in response to perceived shade thrown by Carrie in her hit song Turnin' Me On. While the lyrics did not overtly mention Beyoncé by name, a significant portion of the Bayhive interpreted certain lines from Turnin' Me On as a pointed critique directed at Queen Bee herself. Your vision cloudy if you think that you the best, you can dance, she can sing, but need to move it to the left, she sang. Carrie Hilson faced controversy amidst speculations that she indirectly referenced Beyoncé's 2006 song Irreplaceable, with lines about moving things to the left. The feud escalated in 2011 when Carrie declined to hold a Juicy magazine issue featuring Beyoncé and Jay-Z on the cover. This decision led to significant backlash from Beyoncé's fan base, resulting in a prolonged period of criticism for Carrie in the subsequent years. As the internet hate grew more severe and became unbearable, Carrie took to Twitter in 2013 where she wrote, "You have no idea what your hateful words could do to someone's spirit. Years of verbal abuse from strangers all day long. Enough is enough." In the years that followed, Carrie attempted to move forward with her career, but fans refused to let go of the feud. Remarkably, the singer has not released a new album in the past decade, a hiatus largely attributed to the relentless backlash from Beyoncé's fans, which compelled Carrie to take a step back from the spotlight. And if you believe that Carrie Hilson is the sole celebrity affected by Beyoncé and Jay-Z's influence, think again. Beyoncé and Jay-Z have also been accused of not only conspiring against, but also unaliving a talented R&B singer by the name Aaliyah. It is alleged that Aaliyah was K by the Rockefellers to promote Beyoncé as Jay-Z's queen.
By the way, wasn't this all around the time when Aaliyah died?
Yeah.
And Beyonce's solo career was struggling? Jam on your horn now, that's
In recent statements, Kanye West has claimed significant involvement in the occult and suggested that individuals connected to this realm may have been responsible for performing human sacrifices, including the tragic case of Aaliyah. Emerging details in recent years have fueled suspicions of foul play in Aaliyah's death, prompting fans to demand a reopening of the investigation for justice. However, it's crucial to approach these claims with skepticism and consider Kanye's motives, as some question whether he is genuinely revealing the truth or seeking attention for himself. Well, again, Kanye just went all out with his heavy claims, and if you still didn't get the meaning behind his bizarre claims, then we can explain it for you. Kanye hinted that a lot of celebrities are involved in human sacrifices. Now, he didn't exactly say this, but just insinuated it, but we are just good with cracking codes. Besides, he claimed that he couldn't be controlled by the people running Hollywood because he hasn't K anyone, but then again, he gave us a list of people who could be controlled. And this leads us to the logical conclusion that he's hinting about the people who are involved in the Illuminati organization and have taken innocent lives before. That's what Kanye exactly said. They can't control me. They can control Shaq and Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Beyonce and Jay-Z. Ain't no name I won't say, it's up. Even fans believed Kanye at this point and gave him their full support, saying, I believe it, especially when Beyonce talks about using the Bible pages as a tampon. Evil controls both Jay-Z and Beyonce. She wouldn't be as big of a star if Aaliyah was still with us, but she was sacrificed. God bless you, Ye, for confirming the evil within these people. We love you, yeah. Stay safe.
When do you start questioning how lucky some keep getting?
Right.
Is it really a conspiracy if the same person?
Jaguar Wright, along with Kanye West, has raised questions about Aaliyah's death, proposing a controversial theory. Wright suggests that at the time of Aaliyah's passing, Beyoncé's solo career was reportedly facing challenges, and an unexpected vacancy in the industry could have propelled her to overnight stardom. While Beyoncé did rise to prominence following Aaliyah's tragic death, it's important to approach such claims critically. The notion of individuals benefiting from tragedies repeatedly prompts a call for accountability and justice. As Aaliyah's legacy continues, some argue that it's time for those allegedly involved in any wrongdoing to face the consequences of their actions. Aaliyah's untimely death had a profound impact on the entertainment industry, eliciting widespread grief from her global fan base. However, as time passed, whispers and conspiracy theories surrounding her demise emerged, ranging from suspicions about the pilot's authenticity to more elaborate claims involving the Illuminati orchestrating Aaliyah's death to pave the way for Beyoncé. And it somehow supports 50's stance that she can go to any extent for fame. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.